I just realized my mic was muted. My bad. That is so... Oh, man. Well, anyways, hello. Welcome back. Streaming the final case of Trials and Tribulation, final game of the trilogy. And yesterday, we had Edgeworth return for the one-off. We had Franziska return for the one-off, or for the rest of this case. Edgeworth should be passing it back to us, and after cross-examining, testifying? No, but cross-examining Sister Bikini and Larry, we have what's it called? Lot more questions to be answered in today's investigation, which we will be getting into for sure. Larry being Larry means there's some significant amount of stuff, and I will actually the orb being discovered and the flying girl. I think that might be our murder victim, Elise Dunim. And she was taken. So she was that. If that's true, that means she was flung. I was gonna say flown, but flung over the bridge because of this thing snapping here, which we technically don't know yet. That is kind of a fault on the map. This is like revealing information before we knew it. This is where her orb was. And there was a snowmobile. Is this an accomplice case, actually? You know, it could be. Thinking it might be Iris. Well, a big part of this is people on the inner temple side, I'm sure, will be thought of as the murderer, which means putting Maya or Iris back in the spotlight. Huh. Who brought the snowmobiles to the bridge initially is kind of what we need to know. Because they drove the snowmobile back to Hazakura Temple to make the final scene, the setup of the murder. But anyway, we'll get right into investigating. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. That's why Phoenix is in here. Fucking, what's it called? I was questioning why he was in the hospital. It makes sense. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. This was episode 4, Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, what I don't want to believe. What is written here, this isn't the Dahlia I knew. Twins? Might be twins. I think there is a second Dahlia Hawthorne. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I'm surprised all he got was a cold. But hey, I feel dizzy. My ears are ringing. My throat burns and my head is on fire. Got lucky with that. But I will recover. Of course the Phoenix fucking has to recover. It had to happen at some point. I should recover by this afternoon. Have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with them, somehow. February 9th, after the initial trial, 2:43 p.m. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian, in artist speak. God damn it. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now, pal? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Oh, yeah, nothing to worry about here. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Hey! Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. Huh. We're not in the clear yet. As if I would fail. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shishishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. That's right. She died due to stabbing. It was another sword. We need to get to the inner temple side. She died to stabbing. I know it. The body fell 10 feet after death, though. Hopefully. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll take up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Heh. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into, and that is our client's background, naturally. Edgeworth coming in with the key info. You mean Irish, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or another. And since I probably won't be getting that from you. Sorry, Edgeworth. He deserves the truth. He's not even against us. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Alright. Guess I should get moving too, pal. What? You need to be somewhere? Yeah. I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thanks, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Oh. We'll get out of this, but in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Alright, straight into it. Killer song going on right now. Azakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses, so I guess we can easily the one who uses it. Really wish I'd brought my cell phone with me. You could have brought it today. But, you know. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Yep. Things looks like ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me. If my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. What a callback that is, damn. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff. I can't see the inner temple from here. Really hope Maya's okay. Me too, pal. There's a narrow path, effort to write Heavenly Hall on the signpost. I don't think anything too different happened. I'm gonna go Heavenly Hall first. Maybe see Larry? Whew. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Where are you, Larry? Larice! Sure you'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Gotcha. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Snow's really piled up. In other words, it's like something out of his fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. You spend a night in the freezing little shack like this. You'll probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. So it's really ruining the beautiful atmosphere. So inappropriate. Uh-huh. Gotta think of kittens. Sister Bikini in a bikini? That could never happen. Well, I really think about it. I guess art kind of suits him. He's honestly a pretty good artist. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. Oh. Why my thing not going off? What happened? Thank you for the follow, whoever followed. I don't know why it didn't alert me, but got to try out its Rough Rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. Yeah, no fact. I was dead lucky. I mean lucky not to be dead. Yep. Damn, the birds are chirping over here. Right? Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy we know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. I'll make you famous. Ah! Enough. Ah! Francisca's here. A fool's fool fools fools, who's foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Me? Wait a sec. Heyo! What up, Kiori? Hope you're having a good day. Flexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up. And you want to grill me over in May? Brainsy, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. With a dead horse. Isn't that one of your Americans saying? No, it's not. And I'm not on the brink of any. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Brainsy's Whippity Whip Trip. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn. Yeah, I've been streaming it, what's it called? Past month or so. Going through the trilogy. And this is the final case, I believe. So, should be finishing pretty soon. Before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew. I'm telling you. Woo. Just like that dude with the red underwear. Red underwear. Who is... I think that's a reference. Who was it before, though? I don't remember. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to an apology. To apologize. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. I'm just having fun with it, and if you're having a good time, all the better. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. Alright, Francisca. An impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow. Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. Phoenix Wright, this is the Von Karmas. That'd be a case. It's a quaint bell tower. Something horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the bell. Okay. Snowmobile was important to the case. What that thing was used for in the night of the crime. Huh. Still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. Come on. I'll beat you again. Every time. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Yeah, that's right. I'm in West Coast, what's it called? USA? America? So, you know. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with the one final showdown. It's like she mentally blocked out my victories over her with her memory. Well. Wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? You enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours. It's nothing compared to the pain of the, the whip. Alright, good. You have to say, why you? Oh. We've been in Germany all this time. It is true, what has she been up to for the past year? That's right, extending my perfect record win, naturally. Oh joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? Sure has. Perfect record against everybody but Phoenix Wright. And Franziska von Karma. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Like the Avatar or like in general? I would say I'm a cat person though, like in general. Definitely preferable over dogs for me. Ziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Yep, legendary prosecutor, had a perfect win record for 40 years, but now he is gone from this world. Oh, he died? I thought he was just put in jail. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. It wasn't even a grudge against you. You will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yep, Crystal. Today's trial. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Uh-huh. Yep. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled in to being a prosecutor by Midford von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. Some spirit medium bullshit. That's precisely... That's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. Alright, fine, fine. Does she actually want revenge against us now? It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it... Whoa! Alright, Phoenix. I'm not really looking for anything right now, but maybe one day. My Twitter should be linked if you want to. Eh. Openly hostile is kind of cute. No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing. in one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know? Ah, that's a reference. Reference to a previous case. Went over the whole case file on the flight over. Oh, you read the whole thing? Yes. Every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. She played the game too. What do you know? All that ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers? Nope. Had to save Maya. I have to get across. Yep. That is insanely foolish. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. She said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner... Oh wait, Maya, okay. I don't know if I have to present anything to her. Okay. I refuse to help you, Phoenix Wright. Yep, okay. Probably not gonna help me at all. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything about Edgeworth? Nope, okay. Yeah, now she's gonna keep whipping me if I keep trying. So, we move on. Main hall. Oh, that was a sigh? My bad. Sister Bikini. My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die. And then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise. Now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck in the inner temple, too. And that poor little girl has gone missing, too. Where's Pearls? That little girl? You forgot about Pearls? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. And she hasn't been seen since the morning after. Morning after? I thought it was night of. Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? You ran into a burning bridge. And what's it called? Got sick somehow instead of been seriously injured. Just sick. Yeah, that was the same. Altar, speaking of the Kurain village altars, yep. Nothing different there. Oh, right, we're back to Psyche locks instead of Psycho locks. God damn it. Edgeworth's name was so much better. A hibachi. A hibachi brazier. Okay. Nothing changed in here. What does she has to say, though? I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I do believe that is true. But that's the setup. I'm certain of it. Elise... I was until this morning. She isn't lying. She must be telling the truth. Okay. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? Saw Iris flying. Her white hood fluttering. Wait, Elise doesn't have a... Well, this is not relevant to what's being talked about, but... where's the photo? She does not have a white hood on. Okay. That means my theory might be wrong, too. I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible. I started to wonder if I'd acted like him. just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. Both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. That can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. I think they both saw exactly what they wanted to see, or what they saw. We're gonna have to get to it though. The night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple, is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. Okay. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. The mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes, huh? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Okay. Earthquakes are being brought up a lot now, which is interesting. Earthquakes and lightning strike? I don't know how earthquakes will be relevant yet. Got to get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped. Should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer, and no way to escape either. Oh dear! I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get to that bridge up faster. Alright. The big thing is getting across to the other side for today. Curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurement for investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Dunim. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. I don't know. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with, not her measurements. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. It's true. My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. Yep, Mystic Elise. Mr. Nim as Mystic Elise. Oh! Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as Mystic. Makes their experience feel authentic. Yeah, but not me. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. Is Mystic... No. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? You know, the court record is vaguely mysterious about that. Oh, well. Okay. That's fair. She's more important than they're letting on. Okay. Seems Miss Elise Dunim was no ordinary visitor, after all. Which we don't know about yet. I was thinking it's like, one of the spirit medium masters or whatever. Like, you know, the CEO coming in to visit the restaurant. She was with Miss Sunim on the evening of the murder. And now Pearls has vanished. That's right. She do something to Pearls? It's all got to be connected somehow. Uh-huh. Oh, you can go straight to Pearl. Why? Why did Pearl have to get mixed up in all this mess? Please, Mr. Wright. I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh, man. My head is throbbing. Pearls. She was with Miss Sunim on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the train. I didn't see the little darling even once after we finished eating dinner. It's very true. Where did she go? The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? That would be horrific. But there's something about Pearl that we need to figure out too. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. It just has to be there. She's at the Inner Temple? Come on, Gumshoe, tell me what you'll be done with the repairs soon. This crystal sphere. It's not from a demon warding hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose. If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Dunim's staff. Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise. Then I went and fell in the river, got a nasty fever. If I wear this hood, it'd make my fever go down faster. I don't think so. Colzar and spirit power have nothing to do with each other. Way to crush a man's hope. Let me see the intro to this. I don't think we have the information we need, though, yet. Elise Dunim. Sister Bikini. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dunim has a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Elise was an author. Just an author of a picture book. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my... But now I do. Miss Dunim's true identity. Definitely don't have that. I have a feeling... Where's the photo again? It's gonna be something about the magic bottle. Interesting. The courtyard. Anything here? This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the sand. So, maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Quite a bit of snow. Skis aren't just fun, they're tools for getting around. The main gate on the other side of the... Almost 10 feet, that's how steep this hillside is. And it's also the height the body fell from, according to autopsy. It is possible that Miss Sunim was pushed from the top of the wall. That is a possibility. Miss Dunim's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Okay. The Shishishito it's there in Mystic Amy's right hand. It was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Yep. Hmm. I do see that, by the way. But the game refuses to acknowledge it, so it's irrelevant. Hey! Oh, what was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? So, this is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective! Have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well. Then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but It's been a while, Scruffy. Scruffy! Aww. It's, Miss Von Karma! He runs away. Oh, sister, please, leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! I heard you. Silence. I, Francisca Von Parma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? We're following her, Phoenix. What do you got? Nothing about the bridge? Okay. We move across the inner temple. This is our first time seeing this since the incident. Good to know. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. Oh. Sorry, that was Phoenix. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls? Or Maya? Pearls! You're alright. Go and hug her, Phoenix. Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! Aww. Pat her head. So you were here. Ever since that night? I was so lonely. I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized that I was all alone. She was all alone. Where's Maya? Ah, fuck. This is gonna be a Maya's implicated, isn't it? It must have been very terrifying for you, little girl. Ah, you're... I am Francisca Von Karma, the Prodigy, and there's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your wit. Damn. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean, I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. The whip to the heart. Bye, Pearl. Yow! Well, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Hey. You're damn straight I'm smiling about that. That's funny as fuck. Anyway, Pearls. I'm glad you're alright. Weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about? Pearls? Wow, Mystic Maya! Oh god, what happened? Hey, wait, Pearls! She just ran off. How dare you make that girl cry? That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. Okay. Guess I'd better take another look around since I've finally got the chance. Especially since something about this place seems different than 2 days ago. It certainly does. The incinerator at 1. Was it an intentional fire to break the bridge? Ooh, maybe. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. Guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? Yep. Phoenix Wright. What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Ah, she's talking like a... Yes. That metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. And there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. I didn't say anything. She's still 19? No, they were the same age. I don't know why I wanted to know that fact, but I wanted to know. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up among the... Phoenix Wright. Do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her yourself next time? Know what? I think I will. She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. It's called Civilized Conversation. You should try it, Phoenix. Alright. Weird smell, okay. Door's also open, almost like it's begging for me to look. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Ashes. Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma. I seem to remember. A pile of snow. It was half covered. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. Yep. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Yep. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. That's a great. Um, she doesn't like. She doesn't like other people calling people by their full name, but she's totally fine. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open, anyway. What harm could come of it? It says no entry. Huh. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? That's our American way. Sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. You should look at my lawyer books in my office. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. You know, we haven't spent a lot of time in the office this time around. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yep, there's a solitary room that's called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Uh-huh. All right, heading right in to Maya. There's a psyche lock on the door? What? And somebody hurt the scroll, too. Uh-huh. Was there writing up top, too, right here? Is that new, too? I don't know. Things have indeed changed, though. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya. She was supposed to be in here training. Yet, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. Wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Some mystic, ghost type shit. Here we come. Ba-da-bum. Do-do-do. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. Oh, what a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes from it for the acolytes. That may be important. Thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything. Except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Hey. 9-year-old girls fucking can dish out the burns, okay? Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer-thin. Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. Guess you must say wafer-thick or something back in Germany. Not about these mattresses. Certainly not. Okay. What do you think of this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who is actually Misty Faye. A woman? I don't see any woman here. It's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. Seems oily, but it's gravy. Ah. Gravy, huh? This might be the incinerator's contents? Maybe? What's the matter? The scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had the roast on the night of the incident. Okay. Why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Skewered by gravy. Okay. Missy Faye. Can't make out what's wrong. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Yeah. I've seen worse. Ha 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 ha. This door. I was here 2 days ago, this weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cabinet. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secret during a psyche lock. Wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cabinet. Oh, what took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Oh, Mr. Wright. I thought it was mine. Prosecutor Godot. I didn't know you were here. He's back on the case. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial yet today? Huh. I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand a woman like you. I'm only going to say this once. Lady von Whippingberg, go home. Phoenix Wright. What are you hitting me for? Ha! You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. Something villainous. Getting such a strong sense of something behind that mask of his. Is it his third eye? His coffee eye? Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? He loved Mia? Maybe? And he's pissed that I let her die? Maybe. What do you want, Try? Why didn't you show? You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Returned from the depths of hell? So he quote-unquote died? You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern machines allow us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Is his face gonna be scarred as fuck? Because the brain's almost blown out? Maybe one of the victims? One of the victims. Why would he be angry at us then? So you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. So you can't see. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Why do we know this? Do I know this? Yeah, Trite. You. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Oh well, Phoenix Wright, do you? Don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. God, it's gonna be a reference. The Blue Corp dude, maybe, but I don't think so. I was thinking Jake Marshall, but yeah, no. But he showed up in the past for Mia. I was thinking Damon Gant too, but now, it will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? I'm curious. I don't know who he is. I don't even have like an inkling of who he is. Especially since he showed Diego Armando like in the past with Mia 5 years ago. Which means it's something he might have not even gone over. Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trey, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One. Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. They haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? I mean, that's the most expected place for her to be, but you know. Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trey, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. Extremely debatable. And no. No! She was doing this of her own volition. What are you talking? You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You tell him, Francisca. You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Oh. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? He must be referencing Mia. Is there anybody else, though? Okay, women that have died in a case. There was the OG introduction tutorial case. Mia's case. Which one of those two feels likely, especially since we know he's involved with Mia. That was men. Steel Samurai was men. Then Edgeworth. which was a man. Then Emma and Lana Sky. That was those were men that were dead. Maggie Bird's the circus one. There was one before that was a man too. The Kurain Village one was then the circuit or wait. Then the circus. Then the Matt Engard one, which was a man. Then Mia with Dahlia and Phoenix. Then what happened before? Fuck. Why do I can't remember? That 4 was in the back. So what was 2 and 3 of this game? 2 and 3. The second Maggie Bird, the recipe one. What was the turnabout? 1 second. Wow, trying to recall every single case that happened is kind of hard. What do you know? I can look at the achievements though. Stolen turnabout. What was that? What happened in that? Let's get Doe's appearance. Once again, what are you talking about? Hey, hell yeah, it is. Welcome in, Money. Hope you're having a good day. We're getting the backstory. I'm trying to think what cases he could be referencing. I was thinking, what's it called? Obviously, he's involved with Mia. I was trying to think if it could be a case we like solved previously, but I think it might be something the game hasn't gone over yet. It is true. God. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. And you do know who that was. Okay, he's talking about Mia. It was Maya Faye's sister. That's right. Mia Faye. Why does knowing his name important? It's a good question. One I'm completely slipping on, so I'll just have to discover it and be surprised. You killed her. No, that's not how it was. Nope. It was 2 years ago. Mia Faye was pursuing someone. A man. The blue corp dude. Was it the name in that? It was, I don't know, maybe. But she bit off more than she can chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure. Miss Faye's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at that time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Faye was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. Huh. So he is talking about the case, the Mia Faye case. The Blue Corp dude, what was his name though? I don't know. What is that? This peculiar looking lock. Why don't you just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. the repeated tremors have weakened the foundation of the training. That's why the thing's offset, okay. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... well, let's just say the inner temple and sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. Then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Huh. Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. It's a psyche lock in reality. Woo! There's no keyhole. That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. So we have to go back to Sister Bikini. Iris is definitely involved in this somehow, but I don't know yet. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang in. Hang in there, Maya. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. Yeah, she's gonna want like 10 burgers when she gets out of there. I know it. My poor wallet. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth, listen up, Trey. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Man. Feel like I should know this, but... Good, choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Oh, that was a little bit of... it looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Alright. Well. I want to know, but I'll have to find out. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Oh, sounds like someone's talking to himself. Where's that coming from? Oh. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain, this is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? I love that she calls him Scruffy. Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through the little gate there, okay? Ah. You mean the one that says no entry on it? Yep. I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Kind of garden. Like garden. A garden. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Just leaves. Great detective work. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else would we do? I love that we're in it together. Really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Uh-huh. The gum on his shoe. Let's head right in. The garden. Uh-huh. We're back at my, the receipt for the gold. Okay. My, on the back of the receipt for the... Is it the receipt? I don't know. Uh-huh. Do I go and look? Maybe I do. Don't have a save though. Would I have to? No. Oh well. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it says. Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's with the strange writing on the... I really like... I mean, Edgeworth's kind of obvious, but Edgeworth is a great character. I like Francisca a lot too. Who else is a really good character? Ooh, I like Damon Gant from the fifth case of the first one. That one is a good character. And then who else was there? Oh man, there's so many characters. The Matt Engard reveal was pretty interesting. It was like with how they designed the character, because like you don't think about it, but then like it's kind of obvious when he does his hair flip thing, and it's just right there. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. What about you? Who's your favorite character, by the way, Money? But... Yeah. Ignore that. Bonfire totems. Couple torches here. I guess you can... You need all the light you can get up here in the mountain. Yeah. I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recently are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Okay. A lot of possible fire sources for a lightning-struck bridge. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think that these were lit at the time. It's fair. Little lantern, little statue. It's certainly a quaint little garden. Oh? Is that what she's gonna forget? Oh. What is this huge bowl here? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That is very true. And if this has any impact on the case, well, alright. I doused my face earlier in the with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Look at Francisca pointing out a useless clue. No snow on the ground, which is interesting. It's almost a perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. For footprints? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. It wasn't the police then. Who did it? Oh yeah. There's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? Well, what is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? I was so disappointed, I picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Well, Gumshoe's really trying to be useless right now. Is that it? That's it. Ah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. I'm thinking footprints, but... red paint? Which means the crystal ball is red paint too, maybe. Ooh, okay. Which would explain the bridge snapping. Which would explain the incinerator being used. Okay. That might have been how they disposed of it. Yeah, they definitely looked like they spilled it. There's a charm. Ooh, that's for the Psyche lock, probably. And the the Kurain family symbol. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss... Okay, that's our psycho lock. Dude, I loved that Edward called them psycho locks. That was a great bit, by the way. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The end of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm. Match this charm exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Yep. Okay. And our upside down Maya. Ayame. The heck is this? Is this the case where it's a second Maya? Her doppelganger shows up? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? You kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You sure about that? Answer all of our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. Yes, sir. What do you got? So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working in the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place is clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me. You know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's actually kind of hard to say, actually. Guess it's better to look into it than myself. Want to find out. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yep, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth, huh? He's with Iris. We still need to question Pearls, too. He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. You'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Uh-huh. Sounds pleasant. Quite nice. Maya. You sure it's blood? So these letters are written in blood. Yup. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Okay. Makes sense with my ongoing theory. Huh? This is Mr. Nim's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. I could see it being a possibility, but extremely unlikely. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Nim wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Nim's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. Why would she write upside down, though? Why would she write upside down? True crime scene. So, Miss Nim was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what is it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer. No. But wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? How clueless are you, Phoenix? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I'm so surprised! Oh no! It's not like I tried to run over it. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time, pal. No one came near before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Hey, I can't think of a counter-argument to that. Yeah, because you know it to be true. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was the scene of the crime. I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Okay. It's looking like heading back to Bikini is going to be vital here. Maya. Why is it upside down? Is a good question. Maybe it's not Maya. Court record. Oh, we didn't even take it as evidence. Okay. We kind of just talked to him. Artist guy said, right. After the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it when she landed on the other side. There are traces of blood on it, too. And the real question is what they were doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Okay. I think we have enough to go back to Psycho Lock, Miss Sister Bikini. So I'm gonna go do that. Oh, it changed. How's it career? Oh wait, I should have gone to the Heaven Halls too. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright. Hey, Riz, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you was locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right? Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Don't waste our valuable time. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean, delicate position? It's looking like she might be the murderer. Framed yet again. This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya. Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? I suppose so. Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Aha! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. We can't go back across the bridge for now. Oh. Which means... Oh, Sister Bikini. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, guess she's still pretty down. Nurse was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crime-clad prince. She talking about Edgeworth? She sure is. It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk to her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back. Would you believe it? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bluesuit doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You are the only ones who said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrimp. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure. She was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. It's time to break those psyche locks. The psycho locks. I am gonna save really quickly, because I don't want to go back. Anything new first? No. The Magatama. Lease to nil. AR. Armando, maybe? Wumbo. Sister Bikini. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dunin had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it had to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, I didn't have any evidence to support my theory though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dunim's true identity. Is this Missy Faye? Dunim had this charm with her at all times. Ah, where did you? This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Mr. Nim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Mr. Nim's true identity. It is. She's Missy Faye? God damn it. Alright. The painting obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. Somebody did that intentionally, obviously, but to hide. But the scroll shows the master of the Ku rain channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carries with him. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Ku rain. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte is Missy Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Missy Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Ha 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 ha! Damn. Yep. Okay. That's that mystery solved. Who Misty Fey is. I thought it could have been Iris, but no. That makes a lot more sense. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. Uh-huh. When she showed me that talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? Uh-huh. The Kurain talisman is the symbol of the Master Kurain. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. Uh-huh. So Elise Nim was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Kurain channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of her hiding. What happened? Well... What's happening? Earthquakes. Can't be. Where's Edgeworth? Earthquake! Ah! Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern is in the trading hall. It might very well cave in. What? Maya! We go! Oh, we're still here? My bad. I thought we were running. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go! What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Have to make sure she's safe. Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on, then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Aw, thinking of Edgeworth first. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Oh, you know. Come on, let's go. Bottom. Gotta hurry to the inner. Right. Oh! Wait, what are you doing here? How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? Okay. So, it was just now, during the... we know he's afraid of earthquakes. It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. Yep. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? So that does bring up a DL6 incident with, what's it called? Manfred von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth. And Yanni Yogi, though. No. Who is Huh. I don't know. I don't know if that'll be important. That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right. The inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now. And search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. And you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. The big reveal. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hasn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. Psycho locked. More psycho? Even more! What the fuck? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? That's where you're gonna end it? Like, actually, or is it just a checkpoint? Uh-huh. The hell is going on indeed? Okay, that was just a checkpoint. Good dough, good dough. Toe dog? Toe dog. Okay. Still trying to figure out Godot. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah. The trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth. I am afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. Why is it getting more complicated? So, you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was strong. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect, and you go and get a grip of yourself. Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistake you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Look at Francisca having a heart. Aw. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Huh. Alright. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. You cannot be saying that. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. And now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Aha. We Magatama? Oh, these change. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Okay, you already brought that up. This door. There's only one lock, now there's 5. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like these before. I have. Aha. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. I wonder if this will do anything? Nope, okay. The locks are far more important at the moment, wouldn't you agree? I'm going to have to hold off asking her about things for now. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, we just talked to her then. Escape. We'll just go down the list. Or did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. Was it one of her girlfriends? I don't know. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. Was it Dahlia's boyfriend? Is that what it was? Okay. I was so worried I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern. It was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. Saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are the sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisco on Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Possibly a Godot. Presumably. Because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. Aha! It might be Godot. Fuck. Or... I don't think it's likely to be Sister Bikini. Or there's another mystic. Where's Pearls? Where's Pearls? Ah. Alright, well. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any other way around this? Pearls has been very mysterious this whole time. Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these laws. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess. A whole day? Oh well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure. I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Alright. Now what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you're spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple, too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple. It's as if you were in two places. Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Aw. Look how sad she is. Do we have enough information for that currently? I guess we try. What does she have to say? Why do I feel like Pearl's involved with their night of the crime? I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing at that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes. That's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe that what you're telling me too. But I can't, because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Her. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear. She met up with you. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. That was Elise. Yeah. Elise channeling Dahlia? If she died? I don't know. Fuck. You two talk. Because the hair color doesn't change, but their features do. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. No, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m. But what you say doesn't add up with this. The account of ringing the bell at 10. With your own testimony. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright? Why doesn't she know that? We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Impossible. I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me. And show me the evidence. Show me that something that proves there is more than one of me. Could it be this? Ew. It could be this. I might have to go find that bow. Something that proves there's more than one of her. I don't know if we have that yet. I want to say it's this. I'm gonna give this up for now. If we present... Oh, wait. Okay. I don't know if we have it yet. And things have changed. Be nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Okay. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth. Ah! What are you muttering about? Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Hug it out? Oh, man. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? Said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Alright. Wildly important. Guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? And there's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. I mean, because of the writing and the blood, and the talisman in the snow. Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So you still haven't got over your fear of earthquakes? No. Though thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. I remember, it all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. That's the dude that died. The defense attorney, though? Maybe? Yes. I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, and we passed out, and that's when it happened. A single gunshot shattered my whole life. Who's the victim's name, dude? Might have been that. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. The case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that. I was there, but it was such a shock I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. Sorry, right? I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more self-pity, okay? You should tell him that. He'd scoff it off. There's something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So who is she? I'm sorry, right? I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Yes, I can say with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. He needs evidence then. Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh, we can't bring that up. Mia. One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know. I read all about it. It was the first time for the both of us, two novices, head to head. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. Wonder if Mia felt the same way too. How they're connected, huh? What do you think, Edgeworth? You're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimate. and hope you'll tell me everything you know. You know something about the mystery. Can't give it away like that, okay. If you want to know how to run the perfect trial, there's a lot to study and learn. Oh, is that what you're studying about right now? I've sat at the prosecutor's bench for trials in 5 different countries now. The first thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a task. Let me get a drink of water. Sort of master one language. Apparently, Iris was taken by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. It reminds me, Edgeworth went back... I know! What does he have to say? He's something of a legend, I hear. Don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know. It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know. And you mean, he isn't anything special? You should already know the answer to that. Although, there is one other possibility. What's that? He could have come into the profession from a different channel. There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney, but decided it wasn't for him. Defense attorney? I didn't even know you could switch sides like that. Huh. Well, we talked to him. Yes, I know. Complete confidence that they're unrelated. The Fey family tradition. Okay. Let me try other places, but I don't know. Oh. Inner temple. Finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. That and Pearls is a big and. Okay. They went to the garden, the training hall, suspension bridge, Mr. Gumshoe. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down the path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Well, I was gonna go there. Larry... Gonna be... Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about missing Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry? This is the loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Luis did a picture of me. That's great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-run potatoes over a miserable little campfire, so stay out of it. I don't believe this. Why can't you try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He's only gonna let you down. Oh, Mystic Maya. Larissa's sketch. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. I thought, it's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know? Drawing is harder than you think. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy. And no. It wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris. Iris really flew that night. But, Mr. Larice... You don't believe me, do you, Pearls? Not you too. Please, don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. Guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night, but I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. I saw exactly what... It was exactly like I drew in the picture. The fire... The time of the fire... The full bridge ablaze after one lightning strike is unlikely unless the bridge was literally set to be combustible. Which means incinerator and the bridge was intentionally set on fire, I'm assuming. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? The night of the crime. Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? I'm meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where have you been? Where were you? And what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, were you channeling a spirit? You were supposed to be in Miss Dunim's room reading a book together. But Miss Dunim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Alright. Damn. Alright. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power has disappeared. What? Her powers have disappeared. Lost powers? What do you mean by your powers have disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls. You try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple. Tried but failed, perhaps. Ah! Wow! Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Wow! Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psyche locks to get the truth out of her. Alright. It is indeed some spirit medium bullshit. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. We have what we need for it, though. Let's try. Take that. I definitely don't think so, because we need Dahlia Hawthorne's profile picture. The night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Nim's room reading a book together, correct? Yep. I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end. You didn't go? No. There was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was so nervous. Never went to Miss New because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. You went to this place. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Mm-hmm. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. Did we discard the paper? We did. It's Maya, though. It's obvious what you were worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? Ah! You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course that you signed her up for. I signed up for your special course. Oh well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wow! Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you, Maya? Or Pearl. Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. Oh, I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the in her temple. It didn't disappear, she couldn't control it. Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? It's probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. Yo, thanks for the raid. I'm Azrin, streaming Phoenix Wright, third game, case 5. And we're getting to the bottom of the mystery, hopefully. Hopefully I'm big-brained enough for it. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Okay, interesting. How did you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. Okay, she heard the lights out bell. Hazakura Temple's bell was pretty small though, isn't it? You must be of really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of the bell after that. That's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. I was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know. Worried about the bell. Do we have this evidence? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we'll have to come back to this, actually. I have a suspicion that I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about the bell was because of this. The lights out bell? Or I think it's because the training was supposed to start. Should I answer this? We'll try it. Why not? I think this is wrong, though. Yep. Well, even your hair is starting to look a bit tight. The spikes aren't looking so sharp. Ew. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna have to come back. Anyway, moving on. Gotta find Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. Haven't seen Gumshoe around, okay. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe's Sister Bikini's type. That'd be funny to see. Or not. He's freaking out. Good to know. Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern? Oh, right, the earthquake. Looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Oh, the locks. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were supposed to get stopping us from getting into the sacred cavern. But who? Who could have done that? The only person who knows how to set those trick locks are those of the Kurain tradition. I think it's Pearl, maybe. Pearl or Iris. But Iris isn't the one that set the extra ones. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. It's possible it was Iris. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about, Sister Bikini. Oh yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes. You were telling me how the Master Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Missy Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Mystic Missy arrived. After she showed me this talisman that proved that she was the master, she said, okay. Wait. Pearl is side family, which means possibly, is it her mother or whatever? The Morgan Faye, I think. Someone is trying to destroy Kurain's tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them. Good old spirit medium bullshit. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line. There's only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master Kurain, and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Unless Maya dies, and then branch families will be... Branch families always have, and always will, plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? It is very interesting. Right. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? It's been proven to us time and time again. No, its power is real. Yep, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirit of the dead plenty of times. Yep. Master Mask case. Plenty others. Hey, gotta bring up the maid uniform. During the Mega Bird trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Brain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but... all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now. You saying we're poor, Mr. Wright. Ha ha ha. You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe it in anymore, you see. all because of one little mistake. Misty Faye made a mistake, okay. And that hurt the clan? 17 years ago, that's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident. Is she talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. I mean, that's obviously what she's talking about. Does that mean there's even more to the DL6 incident? Possibly, huh? And there has been an earthquake too. DL6. Okay. Never. I knew it. DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. And Misty Faye tried to channel the spirit. It's the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was it's canon. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. Oh, that's nice to know. Some, a nice little lore tidbit there, Astro Dude. Well, I'm learn the full secret to it, maybe. Like, we solved the murder in the original game, but now we're getting to the spirit medium stuff behind it. Who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Oh, Mystic Missies. Oh. No worries. Welcome in. Thanks for the raid, by the way. Very kind of you. Hope you're having a good day and had a good stream. The name of certain man surfaced. I'm assuming this might be Godot, armed with that as evidence. The investigators... Oh wait. Were spurned into action. But that man was found not guilty, wasn't he? Oh, that's right. He was. And that case remained a mystery. So we need to find that original OG DL6 case, not the, what's it called? The Von Karma side of it. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen. The Kurain tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, and the people of Kurain village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. And then she disappeared. Yeah, I'm having a good time. There is a lot to go on. I have my theories. And like, we're at right now. I knew there was some spirit medium thing going on, and the double irises, which I'm assuming is a spirit medium thing as well. And I think Pearl's involved into it, but I don't know. We're getting there. I'm at the part where it came out relevant, Elise's Misty Faye and the DL6 incident, as I'm going through right now. But yeah, we're getting there. No worries, thanks for stopping by and raiding again. And hope you have a good dinner. Yeah, me too, I'm gonna be blown away too. Well, everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we've finally making a comeback. The Kurain tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Okay. Wait. I don't think Maya's the master yet, right? So that means somebody else took over, potentially. Spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Oh man, I'm really thinking Pearls has got to be involved in this somehow. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. The women of the Fae clan have always been spirit mediums. And because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. Only the woman in the family, yep. We've known that forever, though. And the main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? And that's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course, yeah. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. She was looking into DL6 too, which makes sense. Do you know what Mystic Mia was rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Her sister... Wait, is she talking about Maya? Really? She saw what happened. I thought she was talking about somebody else, but it's probably just Maya. Saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Uh-huh. That's fair. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. Okay. Having superior powers, managed to usurp Master's seat from her. So Morgan was supposed to be the head of the family. Oh man. This is really pointing to Pearl in a bad way, but we'll see. As you probably know. Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now. At Maya's home, Rain Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she can make her own daughter the next master. Yup. The very daughter that's acting suspicious as fuck. Suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Iris is another, okay. What's Iris got to do in it? That Iris is... Oh! Okay. That changes things, actually. My bad. Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter. This Pearl must be the granddaughter then, right? Or... Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. Definitely not. Sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Yeah. Oh? Alright. Tell me. Yes, Pearl Faye. I always thought she was an only child. You jest! That child, she's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. She's in prison now, isn't she? Okay. That might mean... God. Alright. Pearls is very suspicious. Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. Mhm. Dun, 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 dun. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had... Okay. 3, not 2. Fine, fine. 3. There's 3 of them. Yes. Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. Twins. Okay. That means we can go do Iris's Psycho Lock, I believe. Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. I'm not well aware of your family history. I am partially. That makes sense, yeah. I think I did see that dialogue. I just assumed, but I was thinking, I don't know. I was along the line of thinking where when they do the spirit medium stuff, their bodies like physically change. So I thought that was possibly why, but the twins make quite a bit of sense. And I mean, we already figured out there were 2 of them. After the clan leadership was taken by from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. Okay, and she was very rageful. It wasn't many years later that Kurain's reputation hit an all-time low, when Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master. Uh-huh. He left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. Okay. Yep. He was a jeweler. A Hawthorne jeweler, probably. Good to know. In the end, he remarried. And that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple, which is when Iris joined. That was Iris, you see. Okay, this is where Dahlia Hawthorne comes into it. It's unbelievable. Iris has a twin sister. Yep, could it be? Can you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? Dahlia. Oh, never mind. I just can't remember. All I can remember is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Where could I know that from? Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls has 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger toward the main family. Branch family shenanigans. Anger. What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. Was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. Gumshoe's been in the know the whole time. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. I wonder if well, she already said she didn't know. And the fact that she was taken away from her mother by her jeweler. So, move to find Gumshoe, maybe? Or go back to Edgeworth and tell him. Oh. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Oh. That is not Gumshoe's song. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Corinne. Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. Investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed like she was in reggae. Oh, I was trying to match it with the song. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey pal. Huh? You, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So, what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. It's kind of true. There's still a sword missing. The Inner Temple didn't say anything about a sword yet. Huh. Okay. There is still a... Oh. My thing crashed. One sec. There we go. Moving? Perfect. The real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Scraps of paper. Still doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter. You'll have to show me, Gumshoe. I don't think anything changed. We'll just talk to him. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. I was about pretty bloody seriously. What? You mean? Huh. I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in the Sacred's cabin, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot. What did he mean by that? Let me repeat that real quick. Oh, okay. An ugly situation. Where Maya's accused once again of murder. Okay. The letter. About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting my gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burned up old paved letter? I'm going to assume it's the magic bottle. Be careful. Once tonight, it should be there. As soon as you heat the light, something the bell, out the bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Alright. There's a suspicious letter. Plans for murder, maybe? Burnt up old letter. Oh, fire in here, though? The fire here. I think this was a fire that started in the garden. But the letter remains were brought here? Maybe? Yeah. Was that incinerator right over... Okay. That incinerator right outside the inner temple, pal. The incinerator. I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining things. It had been used. Yep. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But today, it's been used. Snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? Uh-huh. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. Better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Aha. Oh, we can't check it. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out. The lights out bell. This is a letter to Pearl. Her name is unknown. She's no, there's two L's. She's our ally. She's our ally. The whole something, I don't know. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is done, burn this letter, or the letter. Also make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Well, okay. Pearl's involved. She's the one, spirit medium. That's what she lied about to us. And Godot. Kill the master, which is talking about Elise / Misty in the fire of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Godot's their father, bro. Pearl, Iris, and Dahlia. I am your father. Well, okay. I think I have a handle. On things that are happening now. I don't know if I'm correct yet, but we'll find out. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shishishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today, pal. Yep, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. I don't know about another blade, but there has to be something that stabbed her. Something in the garden? A bamboo watering pole, maybe? I don't know. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yep. And man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. A metal detector. What's the secret weapon of yours? You want to know, pal. You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright? the murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? Nope. The callback to the old case, though. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. Aww. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go. They really are calling back everything, holy shit. Huh, me? I've been using this thing for hours now. Gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Play forensics expert. Come on, pal, it's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then. Guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the apartment's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. So sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off it. Damn. Oh, bother. So, I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure. That's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. I knew it! Oh. Move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you hit on something metallic. When that happens, press enter to give the area a search. 2. Take a good look around. Do I have to do it here? Oh, look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking out the smallest details. Vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. Even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, pal, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you've got to take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pal, pro. Last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Aw. I got every ladder conversation. Sled's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the side. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? A badge. Aha! I've been hunting high and low for that. It's yours, detective. That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. Cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put the dime in there now. How did you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I know. I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... I don't need to hear anymore. Okay. Locker, of course it's important, bro. What's all these, There's a lot of metal things, huh? This looks like a wallet. Aha! Well, that's where it's been. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it. So I put a bell on it. You still dropped it anyway. Yeah? But now I found it again, pal. Well, it's completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. That's smart. And how come the metal detector picked it up? Must be because of the bell, I guess. That Shishishito next to the gold statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? I do. Supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? what kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. There we go. You think about that kind of stuff, Detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. I'd be insanely interested. What's this? A pen? Hey! I've been looking all over for that, pal. Oh, serious? Yeah. My old man gave it to me when I was qualified as a detective. He told me it'd be good for sticking in suspects' faces. That makes you detectives sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? And don't go losing it. This is Mr. Nim's stuff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. The detector's reacting to it. Yeah. But however you look at it, that thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating unless it looks like it might be metallic. The whole point of a metal detector is to find metal where you can't see it. It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Oh. Hey, hands up! Examining evidence is a job for the... Top is coming off. Well, look what you've done. The image is really important. A really important piece of evidence. It's a sword, cane sword, bro. Ah. That's a sword inside the staff. Is this? Could it be the murder weapon? How long ago did I save? I want to see that final thing. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back really quick. Well, I should be able to skip through not doing Sister Bikini's thing. Maybe? Or is this gonna be a whole dialogue? Please skip. I need to see the final answer. What the bottom left thing was. Is he here? He is here. You know, I was pointing out these mysterious, scratch marks and stuff that nobody cared about. Yep. Come on, let's go. Secret weapon. Forensics. Yes, please. I know how it works, though. Alright, what's bottom left? Looks like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. It's a landmine. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. Trap for detectives. I mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg. Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those. Your finger? There's a bit of cheese, and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then bam! I'm not sure I know how to respond to this story. Stupidly. That was it? Alright. Okay. Well, we skip. Wait, no. There we go. Now, we load. Load, yes. Boom. My bad. We load this. Now we're back. Alright. Murder weapon. I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. It is true. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shishishito, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it had been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? Okay, it's getting too judge. You're going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Do you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know. I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped in the sacred cavern right now and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think Maya's been... Oh, he's about to say murdered. Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of Viridian there. Dude, if she was murdered... fuck. That would be a twist. Oh man, I could see it too. This is it, I think. Okay. Just stop with that face, pal. One thing though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me for now, alright? Gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay. Now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Gumshoe forever the homie. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Aww. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Yep. You're damn straight I'm there. I'll even pay for you, bro. I don't fucking care. No one knows this except me and Detective Gumshoe. Making sure she survived, probably. Okay. Do we go back? There's two Psyche locks now. Pearl and... what's her name? Iris. I think we can definitely solve Iris's thing. Come back to Pearl later. So I'm gonna go to Iris. Unless, actually, I can... the garden for Edgeworth. If I show him the proof that there's a twin. Hey, Edgeworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently, her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right. I just might know who this is. Edgeworth, please. Perfect. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a green one, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. Talking about Terry Falles, right? You know about that case. You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. He actually read her files. What do you know? Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia. Wait a second. Huh. Joe's her father. Why did he go against? Sorry, I'm trying to piece something together, but I'm not sure. Dahlia and Terry Falles conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. Aha. On that very bridge you fell from. They stole the jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. We don't ever know what happened to that jewel. 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Huh. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Huh? Older sister was the only daughter. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. So the wife before that... the second wife is Morgan. So Valerie's the daughter, right? Right? I'm not reading that wrong? Valerie is... It's Valerie. Valerie's the Fae. So she channeled Valerie? Which means Pearl... Which puts Pearl as the channeler. And how Dahlia... How we know Dahlia as Phoenix Wright's case. Okay. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. Ah, that makes sense. I figured I might have been wrong. I was like, I need to think about that, but... Like, obviously the identity. Oh wait, no, they're twins. I'm an idiot. The woman who tried to kill me. Yeah. Yeah. So after Terry Falles died, what happened to Dahlia? Check that out. Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Alright, we're gonna have to come back. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. And that's exactly why she's connected. See, my thing was like, they had to be dead to be spirit medium channeled. But if Dahlia's dead, then there you go. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Alright. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Huh. I thought she went to prison, though. She drink her own poison? Maybe. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Yep. She freaks out, and she's a crazy psycho, you know. Burning her own butterflies. At the time, Dahlia... It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. There's Underworld reference yet again. Okay. It's almost been 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed. Okay. Last month. Okay. That is very true, actually. Very, very true. Huh. I'm sure there was a bit of shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. Do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead. And once somebody is dead, there's no way to revive them. Edgeworth, you know about the psycho locks, come on, man. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. Seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique. Did you say Kurain channeling technique? You know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Ah, poor Edgeworth. I was involved. Oh man. I was involved. I know you're involved. I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. It's alright. You can have all your callbacks. Police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium, and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Well, go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Yep. I would like to see the DL6 case file again. That'd be nice. How could I forget? Yep, how could we forget? Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Kurain channeling technique is real. Okay. Did that give us... Huh. Oh, wait. That gave us this tidbit. Which I think we can now go to, what's her face? Iris. Training hall. Oh, Iris. Time to answer some stuff. Anything new to talk about first? Nope. Magatama her ass. Alright, Iris. I got through the first two, because it's all about explaining, what's it called? How she was in two locations. This person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Which was a bikini. Yep. That's very impressive. And then she's lying here because of her own testimony. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you said you were seen in the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me, Mr. Wright. Right. I'm gonna skip through this actually, because we need to get the two of us. There were two of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in two different places at the same time. Which means there must have been two of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris, but that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Impossible, I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? And show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me. Oh, okay, the twin thing's gone. The twin sister. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Ah, that's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer. Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? Yep. I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. You just said yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Kurain channeling technique. Surprise, surprise. Not really. That night. It is Pearl, though, I'm pretty sure. Which is some fucked up shit. Oh, man. I don't want to do this. So what channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Ah. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright. The night of the crime. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Debatable. Excuse me. Because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? A betrayal, huh? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. Yes. That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. Uh-huh. She hit her head and went crazy? Question mark? Okay. Started to commit crime after crime. And in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. She wasn't there? Okay. How did you betray her, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. Makes sense. I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful. It is certainly strange. But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Did it for the family. Oh. It was revenge on our father. Revenge. Alright. What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. Threw our mother away, and then sent her to hell. Okay. Mother. She must be talking about Morgan Fay. My mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. You know, he does have a cup of tea. Oh, man. Alright. I think the father is Godot. Fuck. Right. Fay family had a lot of influences in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. Uh-huh. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Kurain. That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother. Mm-hmm. Right. But before long, the credibility of the Kurain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. Once again, get a callback. During the investigation of DL6 incident. After that happened, Father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple. Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter. That makes sense, yeah. I had no place in his new family, you see. That is cruel as fuck, what the hell? And I hadn't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally. I can finally begin to see how the pieces fit together. Me too, Phoenix. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the history of the Fay clan. That's what it looks like. It certainly does. Uh-huh. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began... Who's the lawyer she poisoned? I think that's very important, because it's... I think that might also be a part of the Godot thing. She began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. Spiky haired! Never mind. She said he hated his guts. Damn. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue in my investigation. One giant secret left to unlock. Pearl. Pearl's Psyche Lock. Ah, Pearl. What did you do? Alright. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum. Larry and Pearl. How you doing? Where'd they go? Fuck. Look at that. They really did make a fire. Right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Huh, you're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearl is hiding. Alrighty. The grand reveal, maybe. Magatama. Night of the crime. I did try this earlier and I got the first lock. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Dunin's room, reading a book together, correct? Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end. You didn't go. No. There was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. So Pearls never went to Mr. Nim's room, because she was too worried about something or something. Pearls. That's Inner Temple and Maya. You went here, didn't you? Looks like she's still not going to open it. You were so worried, right? And next, who or what were you worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right, okay? You mean you know? I'm right. Will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one very simple reason. And it's Maya. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? Ah! You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course that you told her about. I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me. Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha-ho. Sister Bikini scared you when she said that, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. And we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. At what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? It's probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard That's right, this is where the letters come in. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Until after 10. How did you know it was that time? So I heard the bell ringing for lights out. The Hazakura Temple's bell. It's pretty small, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of the bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. Pearl! Why were you so worried about hearing the bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about the bell was because of this. Hear the lights out bell. Pearl. You were given some instructions to follow that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper. Ah! Where did you? In the incinerator at the Inner Temple. Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? And that's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me? I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Yep. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and the purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearl have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was a Dahlia Hawthorne. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name in the letter. Ah! It's just as I suspected. Unfucking fortunately, dude. It was an Iris whose sister Bikini met at the temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Yep. You know anything about her, Pearls? You know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. I found Pearl. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. Ah, fuck. I want to say Iris, but something's telling me it could have been Elise. Or Misty Faye. But it doesn't make sense why it would be Misty Faye. Because she was murdered. I'm gonna say Iris first, and maybe be wrong. Must have had a lot of faith in them to follow their instructions to a T. I had a lot of faith in you, Mr. Nick. Oh, thanks. But, yep. I don't think I can trust you anymore. Alright, fine. It was... no! Well, I can save Scum anyway. Fine. It had to be Elise, because she's met with her beforehand. I wanted to try. Alright, let's skip through this. Fuck her, dude. Oh, this is so annoying. Come on. Maybe I should just left click through it instead of holding right click, but... Yes, we know. Maya. Skip through this. Like, it didn't make sense why she would trust Iris. That's fair. Fuck. Huh? This is the reason. Letters. Okay, almost there. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. Perfect. And... Yep. Okay, why would Misty want to channel Dahlia, though? Okay, I'm a little lost at the reasoning behind it. Wait, what? Okay, what? Her mother, then? It's probably her mother. There we go. To wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But, it was her mother, got it. Okay, now it makes a little more sense. But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why. When did she receive the letter? She disappear for a second? How did you? I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Wow. Alright, Pearls. It's time for you to start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me, just because I'm a child. You're trying to say I followed these instructions. I'd like to see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. Carrying out these... Not to produce some more evidence, then. One more thing should do it. You both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that it proves it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did was a child. How did you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made the simple mistake like that. Simple mistake? What do you mean by that? Very carefully following the instructions. She burned it. It's the third page. Burn the... Bravely roast. Some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. Fucker, bro, are you? Oh, man. Alright. Bravely. Gravely roast. Gravely roast. Gravely roast. Gravely roast. God, it's so obvious. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? Oh, what? Why would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know to read the words gravely and roast them. How to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right? How do you know that? They talked about it. You had with Miss Dunim on the night of the murder. This is why I thought she would. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice with me? Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. She literally showed it too. Alright, well. I was like, how did she know the words? Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely. Does that mean there's another twist to this? Because she read the letter, at least partially. But she died, so... Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounds like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food. And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. Uh-huh. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked me of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. Well, this is implying that Pearl is our murderer, though. It's written in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel your spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So I channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit. No. Ah. That's pretty fair. I mean, the gravely roast was a pretty well translated thing, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm sure the Japanese one's a bit better. Kare. Splendid, okay. Tried, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. So she either forgot about it, or maybe somebody else. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think the spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Which conveniently is, if it's not her, potentially Maya. Oh man, is Maya the murderer? Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel his spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Somebody else was channeling them. Could you please tell me what it is, anyway? It could happen if somebody else was already channeling the same spirit. Well... Implications of this, man. Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Yep. It's like dating a girl, dude. Or Nick, you can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Very true words, Larry. Very true. And then, that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearl's could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Indeed. A failure. Can even grant my mother's final wish. Final wish. Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. She is the one that introduced us. That's when she got the letter, from before we even came here. Should have done this first, though. After that dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of leftover gravy. The gravy, yep. I saw a picture of the hanging scroll in the cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Karain, like it said in the letter. I see, and then... Well... It's already way past 10 when I got there, because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area. The guest... Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you just go to the training hall? Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started. I couldn't interrupt it. We haven't been to the guest area, I think, actually. So I just stayed where I was and I prayed for her to get through it. But then Pearls, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens. So, possibilities. Found yourself trapped in the inner temple. Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. And there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. Threw the letter in the incinerator. Then I heated up the leftover gravy and... And let off some steam by chunking the gravy at the scroll while you cried. No, that was Phoenix that said that. My bad. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience. Alright. The letter. My mother had gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month. And last month, she told me. So once Dahlia died, she went for it. Okay. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. Damn. That means this has been planned out for fucking ever. At least a year in advance. I guess maybe, I don't know. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Uh-huh. Now listen carefully. I'll tell you where that letter's hidden. Wonder if you go back and find it. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, huh? Yep. Said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's a part of Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, right? That's right, isn't it, Nick? I guess so, yeah. There's a picture with her letter, too. Oh, a picture. Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. Ooh, okay. That's a tidbit. The seal on it was broken, as if somebody had already opened it once before. Uh, who was the dude? The dude that died, though. Who would read it? Who would read it? Who would read it? Who would read the letter? That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. The father? Question mark? I could see it being the father. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother's watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Godot. Finally figured it out, have you, Trey? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is. Oblivious is. Godot. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. Guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trite. Is he a good guy or a bad guy, dude? I don't fucking know. Ah, just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters, caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but... and you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Ha! What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all. That means we ain't opened the lock. Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true? Oh, this song's fucking a banger, too. You'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My Pearl. Is the name gonna be relevant? Pearl, better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. And now, finally, after all this time, the Master's seat is yours. My last great wish. Seems I was just in time. Oh, man. All right. Into the final trial. I think, now this is definitely the final trial. It's gonna be a long one. Okay. Hmm. Today's investigation had a lot to reveal, and as I was right. I feel like about quite a few of the initial things. Spirit medium bullshit. I wasn't expecting branch family. That got me. Um, the deeper meaning of it in the DL6 incident. I think I am mostly right about how Misty Faye was murdered, but we need to prove it still. So there's that. Um, and this might mean that Maya's our final murderer. At the end of the Kurain case, Astro Dude, or 2-2 of this game. All right. Well, there's well, not very many questions. The biggest question is is Maya the murderer, or is it some? Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. They do love their fucking foreshadowing. Um, my biggest question now is Maya the murderer though? But I will have to find out later. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed me working my brain through this. um, yeah, I'll look at that. Um, like I said, I am gonna end things here. Um, I could stream tomorrow, but yeah, I probably will stream tomorrow. Finish this game off on a Friday, a nice chill Friday. But streaming tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'll see you around if you hop by. I'm Azrin, and peace.